Hello guys, I'm Yasir Ali. To continue our discussion about coil tubing fishing, here we'll discuss coil tubing fishing tools. So talking about the introduction, there are many different methods and tools used in coil tubing fishing operations. Each fishing job is unique and may require tools and techniques be modified to suit the application. What does it mean? It means that each coil tubing job have its own challenges. So while designing any coil tubing fishing job, what we have to do, we have to modify the requirements. We have to take into account the required conditions, required challenges, and then we have to perform the job accordingly. For complex operations, a specialized fishing company is often contracted to provide special tools and supervise the operation because experience is most important in fishing operations. What does it mean? It means that in normal operations, what we do, the coil tubing company provides the downhole tools, but if we have a complex operation, we have some advanced operation, then a specialized company which only have the downhole tools will be separately contracted to provide the services so that they could use their specialized experience. Like in here in Saudi Arabia, we have Nasser and we have other companies as well who provide solely standalone fishing services. Details of the fish, wellbore, tubulars, well condition and surface equipment need to be taken into considerations. So while designing fishing job, we must know the details of the fish, that is how much total length of the fish, what is the top of the fish in the wellbore, and tubular sizes, that is what is the minimum ID inside the tubing, wellbore condition, that is it is a live well, it is a dead well, it is perforated or not perforated, etc. So many details which are available we have to take into considerations while designing fishing job. When planning to retrieve a fish, it is very important to match the fishing tool exactly to the fish downhole. This is why it is important to have a detailed schematic of all tool strings run in hole so that you have a good fishing diagram if anything is accidentally left in the hole. Hopefully you know this thing that when we are performing the job, we are running any downhole tool inside the wellbore during a normal operation, it is recommended and it is also the requirement that the name and the detailed schematic of the downhole tools must be available so that in case of any accident, if something left in the hole, so when we are going to perform fishing job, we have the information with us to design the fishing job and then accordingly execute that particular job. So here we'll see the coil tubing fishing tools. Coil tubing fishing tools can be broadly classified into three groups. The first category is retrieval tools. The tool that latches onto the fish downhole is often called a retrieval tool. There are too many types of retrieval tools. Retrieval tools are classified into two types: spears and overshots. So spears is used to latch into an internal fishing neck profile. As we can see in this diagram, here we have this tool known as spear. So in this diagram we can see that this spear will latch this fish by going inside the fish. So for using spears, the fish neck, that is the part which will be used as a latching part, will have the inside profile, internal profile. Okay, so the tool which is used to latch the fish from internal side is known as spear, and the other one is overshot. Overshot is used to latch onto an external fishing neck profile. So here we have, this one is the overshot, and here we can see in this diagram, this is the fish. So this is the overshot, it will latch or it will catch the fish from the external, from the outside, while on the other hand, this spear will catch the fish or will hold the fish from the internal side, inside, and this will catch from external, that is outside. So spear latch from the internal profile and overshot latch the fish externally. Note: spears and overshots can also be used as running tools to run a matching plug or lock into position in a wellbore and release from the tool downhole hydraulically or mechanically. So these spears and overshots can not only be used for fishing, but also they can be used to set the plugs. That is, we can take the plug and our other tool inside the valve bore, then we will set that particular tool and will release them. So they can also be used as setting tools depending upon the requirement. The other type of the fishing tool, first type we have already discussed, retrieval tools. Second type is jars, accelerators and impact hammers. These tools have too much detail, so we'll discuss them separately one by one. The third type is auxiliary fishing tools. In the auxiliary fishing tools include Venturi junk basket, knuckle joint and lead impression block, etc. In this diagram, this is the lead impression block, this is Venturi junk basket, and this one is the hydraulic jar. We will discuss all these auxiliary fishing tools and jars, accelerators, impact hammers in our upcoming tutorials. So that's was our discussion about coiled tubing fishing tools. In this discussion we have discussed that coiled tubing fishing tools are of three category. The number one is retrieval tools, that second is jars, accelerators, impact hammers, and the number three is auxiliary tools. Other than, we have also discussed that sometime we have to call the specialized service company to provide the fishing tools. So that was the discussion. I hope that you got understanding regarding what we have discussed. So thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.